What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kramer, and in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through the 3 stages of a co-hosting business. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. So first things first, what is co-hosting? I have a whole series here on YouTube that you can check out that goes way more in detail as far as exactly what co-hosting is. But in really short, it's essentially managing Airbnbs for owners. Now, the 3 stages I'm going to talk about of building a co-hosting business, I have dealt with firsthand, not only building my co-hosting business from 0 properties to 30 properties at the peak, but I've also helped over 100 people start and grow their own co-hosting business. So I've seen these different stages from both ends of the spectrum. So let's talk about stage number 1. This is when you have 0 properties and you're just looking to get to that first one. This is by far the hardest stage out of the 3. This is where you have no track record, you have the least amount of confidence, no experience. You basically have all the odds stacked against you. This is where I see about 80% of people who even try completely fail and not even get started in the first place. Like I said before, I have tons of resources on this YouTube channel to help you guys get from 0 to 1, which is, again, the hardest stage. And if you're looking for even extra help, I have a link down below where I can help you even further. So for those of you who get past stage 0 and get to that first co-hosting client, you are now part of stage 2, which is basically scaling from 1 client all the way to 10. And this doesn't mean you have 10 different clients. This just means you have 10 properties that you're co-hosting. Could be multiple from a few different co-hosting clients. This, in my opinion, is the most hectic stage, but I think it is also the most fun stage. Everything's moving super fast. You're in the weeds. You're in the day-to-day. You're doing everything. You're trying to get your systems and your processes in place. And although it's a little bit hectic because you're running everything by yourself typically in the stage, it is the most profitable part because you're keeping all the money coming in. You're going through all the growing pains and you are doing a million different things at once. So while this is usually the most busy stage that you'll be in, it's also where you're going to get paid the most, but probably feel the most hectic. Which then leads to stage number 3, which is the final stage that I personally been part of. And this is where you're going from 10 units to 30 units. Now, this stage is a lot different than the first 2 stages because you're going to be way more out of the weeds and the day-to-day operations and way more into hiring and managing people to do everything. So at this stage, you're most likely not going to be answering guest messages. You're not going to be updating small things on the listing. You're going to have your employees or virtual assistants do that for you. What you're going to be doing at this stage is essentially managing the different team members you have to make sure everything runs smoothly. And then as far as getting new clients, you're going to start getting more and more referrals because your clients are going to start referring you more and more clients. I remember in this stage of my business, it felt really bittersweet because I was out of the day-to-day, which I really wanted, but at the same time, I missed some of the basic day-to-day, like talking to guests. So in this 3rd stage, it's a lot more like running a business than it is actually co-hosting properties. So from my experience, each stage has its own pros and cons, but I think it is extremely wise to strive for the 3rd stage because that's when you'll have more freedom. When I was in the first 2 stages, I had to have my phone glued to my hand at all times. But when I got to the 3rd stage, that's when I could take a step back, breathe, relax, and really reap the rewards of all the work that I put in from the first 2 stages. So whether you're in stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3, I hope you guys get a ton of value out of these videos. And like I mentioned before, I have a whole playlist going over basically everything you need to know to start and grow your own co-hosting business, as well as a paid community you can check out down below. So that's all I got for you guys in this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.